You know, sometimes you just got to get into the corners of your life and clean it out, shake it out, get all the old musty stuff up and out. And that's what I kind of did today with the house, as I did a bit of a spring cleaning, and oh my gosh, it felt so good. So many little cobwebs just had to get up and out. And I wanted just to jump on real quick and say, sometimes that's what our life is like. We know that something needs to switch and get winter and darkness up and out of the soul. Purging, but going into the corners of our life is really where that came from, is looking at the virtue of justice. And, I tried as a mom to help my kids come raise up with a sense of justice as far as there's consequences for actions. And I think they did that pretty well. They always knew the motto as far as make wise choices. You can try everything in moderation, just not meth. Don't do meth. We've since added a few other chemicals to that list. But, as a mom, raising these three wonderful kids who are now adults, I'm in awe of that whole process. The thing that I wished for, and I believe my kids succeeded beautifully at it, was to try things and not to be afraid of failing. I mean, if you think about anything of value that you've done in your life, hasn't there been like failures with it along the way? It's one of the best ways to learn stuff, is to have little failures. But in order to have the failures, you have to try. And so I am so very happy that my kids have tried a variety of things. And they continue to try things. And I love their stories. Man. And I love meeting other people and hearing their stories and their struggles. I don't do well with small talk. I really don't. I kind of go from, hey, how are you and how's the weather, to what new big project are you working on, or what's your latest challenge? And that's okay, it's okay to ask those type of things and to question and to wonder. And I was checking the time because a time ago I recorded a video and I thought I was recording it, and I actually didn't. Got all done, and it's just these pictures of me sitting there pondering and not, none of the video. Oh, it's fun. But I also was wondering, within that trial and error, that deciding to go and try something new, these times are a little different. I mean, we had COVID. Granted, that's now been 5 years ago. Hard to imagine it's been that long, but it's been 5 years ago. And now we have a political upheaval that's occurring. And if you get plugged into the politics, it saps the energy where you don't feel like doing anything. So then I wonder if that's part of the whole idea too, is to have us going up and down, where it's really kind of like PTSD every time you open your phone. So last week I actually moved all of the apps that would have any type of notification. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram I shut down a bit ago. But any of those type of notifications, turned off every notification for news, because I just needed some time. And now I am coming back with that with a little bit more desire for control over who gets my time. I will check in. I'm not going to be, I still heartily believe in being an activist, and I am. And part of it is getting on here and talking to folks about life. We got to hear about our lives, people. We got to remember that we're all in this. The people who aren't in this are the mega rich. They're not in this. We're in this. And so my thought is we need the communities, and we need to be reaching out to our friends that we might not necessarily agree with, but they were your friends at one point. Why, what was so egregious that you can't still be friends? And quite a few of the people that voted for the current administration are now really like, ooh, this isn't what I signed up for. And yeah, it's not. And we should have open dialogue, and we should be linking arms, and being a community of people. So that's a long ways from cleaning out the corners and getting rid of the cobwebs. But is it? I think it might be rather close to cleaning out the cobwebs, shaking out the rugs, letting go that is not working, and inviting those with love in their heart back into our lives, and to meet them with love. The greatest of these is love. Always will be. Didn't have to be written down in the Bible for that to be true. It is found in many other ancient texts that predate the Bible. But it's there. Greatest of these is love, guys. So, from all of that, I hope you found something. I hope you found maybe just a moment of going, somebody else is feeling the weight of constant connection with the news. And maybe I'll try what she tried. And maybe I'll come back with a renewed sense of how are we meeting? Bringing some calmness back. That's huge to me. All right.